and welcome to Health Information Professionals Week. My name is Melanie Endicott, and I work at AHMA, and I'm here with Intisar, Abdullah, who is going to share with us her health information experience. So I'm going to get started with the first question for her, which is, how did you get into health information?
Hi, Melanie. Nice to be here with you.
Yeah.
Oh, I did start really by coincidence. I was just a patient in that hospital I'm working at now. Actually, my father joined that hospital a long time ago, and I was really planning on studying journalism or international law. But when I joined the hospital, I started working actually with just my high school. And after that, I did join our university here in Saudi Arabia, and I completed my first degree in English literature. Luckily, we had some American staff, they were RHIA, and they suggested that credentials and also the degree or bachelor degree for health information management. So, and then our organization did approve scholarships, and I was one of the luckiest people to go in the 1998, and I started my second degree or my bachelor's second degree in health information management was at Regis University in Denver, Colorado. And then at the same time, while I was studying my bachelor degree, because I was eligible for studying master, so I also enrolled myself in the master's degree in health service administration at the same time. And also all the time when I was studying, I was doing those mock exams with RHIA, and then I sat for the exam in 2000, and I was credentialed. So I came back to Saudi Arabia with bachelor degree, credential, and master degree in health service administration from Regis University, and of course the credentials from AHIMA as RHIA. That's really how I get into this profession.
Wow, that is very ambitious to do both your bachelor's and your master's degree and get your RHIA. That's amazing. That's excellent. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Is there a success that you or your team has achieved that demonstrates the importance of health information professionals?
Actually, I have several, but I will share maybe only one. When we were really looking for adopting an ICD 10 and to move from ICD 9, our organization, the National Guard, was the first one. And then already the Saudi Council Board decided that Saudi Arabia will adopt the Australian version because the Americans still weren't ready to go, of those lobbies and everything and all the challenges you had in the United States. So, and Australia was already implementing the ICD-10. So I was appointed as the team leader who has to look for that education opportunity and how can we move from the ICD-9 and the ICD-10. And I did really work with team on how to convert our HIS system to build a database and abstracting system mapping between 9 and 10. Also, I have enrolled about 23 staff from all over our hospitals because some were located in the capital city, Riyadh, somewhere in Jeddah, somewhere in the eastern regions. So we enrolled them. And luckily, we achieved all those courses, the comprehensive medical technology and introductory of ICD-10 and then intermediate. Then there was a grace period, they have to stop, and then they did the advance, and then they sat for the clinical coding specialist exam certification. This is one of the success story. I'm really very proud to share about our organization. Really, they did really support everything we did, really, from financial aspects, from time management, from everything. I'm really thankful to the National Guard Hospital and the staff, really. That was really an opportunity for them to do distance learning. That was really before an option. But at that time, it became really an option. Really.
That's a huge undertaking. I went through a similar process here in the United States, probably several years after you, to transition from ICD 9 to ICD 10, and I know how big of an undertaking that is. So, congratulations. That's a great success story. That's
I could say, Melanie, National Guard, I think it was the first hospital to do the proper transitioning from 9 to 10. They did not just brought books and said to staff just code with new, just follow guidelines. No, no, they did really did the proper structure of education, of really shifting everything, providing IT support, clinical documentation improvements for physicians that they need to improve their documentation, and also the financial support for the staff to be enrolled with HEMA, the Health Information Management Australian Association. And at that time, the courses were really very cheap, very cheap. Now it became really very expensive. Yeah,
well, well, that's great that you did it the correct way. So now everybody's trained and probably putting out great work because of
that's
that intensive training.
that's
Very good. So, what would be your advice to someone that's starting off in health information?
uh, my advice would be really to do the right thing by enrolling themselves in an accredited program that really give everything about HIM and also health informatics because that's now the evolution. Not to go into not recognized schools. Let's say they want to go abroad to USA. They need to go into a HEMA and see which universities that has approved program. If they also want to go to a different country in Australia or whatever, also they need to see a good school that has good name in HIM. Also in Saudi Arabia, I will tell them really in addition or to start with a bachelor, also they need to work into them in their themselves. They need also to be following and enrolling themselves in with associations, seeing what the other world are really going through and changing, and maybe also spend some money on themselves to be to have some strengths with their other certifications like the data analyst, that the privacy and security. Also, if they don't have the opportunity to study coding properly because of the new guidelines now in Saudi Arabia, that only certain people are only allowed to do that program and not the HIM one, and then to be recognized by the Saudi Commission. I will tell them to go and also use the opportunity you've just created of this outpatient coding by nobility, I think, and our Saudi Health Information Council. That would be really my advice for them. And education and knowledge never stop. They really always have to search and aim and educate themselves on all the aspects of HIM because the evolution is really going very fast, very fast. I am an old staff. I cannot really catch up anymore, with the changes. It's going very fast.
Right. You mentioned when we started our chat that you're reading the HEMA journal, and it's a continuous learning process. You always have to be investing in your learning, whether it's reading articles, attending conferences, getting a new credential, uh, just keeping up to date on the industry and what's happening. So you summarized that really well.
That's true, Melody. I also advise the students that they come and do their internship in our hospital. I always tell them, go attend conferences. What you see here is really nothing till you go and attend conferences. I don't really miss AHIMA conferences. They are really very fruitful, very rich. I tell them, please go. Even if you need to sponsor it on yourself, it's worth it. If you can't afford to go every year, just at least go once or twice, and you will
Mhm.
see difference. You will really see what HIM really it's all about.
Yes, yes, the conference is a good place to see that, all different aspects of HIM. And yes, yeah, really great advice. So my final question to you is, what do you see as the future of HIM? What do we need to prepare for?
It's really very difficult question to answer, and it's very challenging because from a perspective of a person who has really was working since 2000, since I achieved my RHIA credential, and I have participated in many councils here in Saudi Arabia and in many activities, prepared even the standard for our Central Board accreditations, like Joint Commission. I was responsible about the chapter of Management of Information. I feel like our voice, the one that have really the background of HIM background and they have the education, they should be the one to be in this licensure of Saudi Commission. Because what is happening now, I don't think it's the healthy and right way to go. Because I feel HIM is not being really recognized as it should be, and even all these certification they get or for the people they graduate, only health informatics or healthcare administration. They don't mention health information management, and that's really it's really challenging. I really feel Shima should have a role in this, and I think they are working towards that. And I think also your organization, I think it's there since what, 70 years ago or something like this, a really long time. You have a lot to help those countries, developed countries and other Gulf countries by being part of this credentialing. And the sad part of credentialing is, in your country, you will not end contract if someone does not have the credential if he has the experience. Here we have really moved to the extreme thing. Yes, it's good to have education, good to have credentials, but you cannot really ignore people that has also the experience. You need to give them the chance, prepare for them a mechanism of also getting the certification, and not limit only the background or the requirement that you have to have a bachelor degree in so or that. No, they should really open it for all those people who have the experience and they had the proof for that experience, that to be also eligible for enrolling in these courses or in these certification or programs you give or Saudi Arabia give, and then they become certified also and recognized by Saudi Commission. This is really, really tough, and I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm kind of really concerned and worried, especially I'm planning on retiring soon, so I really wish to see this is happening, really.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a good goal to have, to help to advance the profession and get more certified professionals there. And I agree. Several of our credentials at AHIMA, we require experience, or you can have a degree. And it's nice to have it open to either or, because some people may have had 20 years of on-the-job experience and they're very skilled and very able to sit for that credential and perform that work. So, so that's a really good point. And so I would like to thank you for your time today. And just to summarize, what I heard was that the health information profession is a great profession to be in. There's many opportunities in Saudi Arabia for the profession, and lots of changes going on there now with your healthcare system and new credentials, new trainings, new education being rolled out there. So this is a great time for a person to enter into the field and grow with it. The opportunities are endless.
That's true. I echo that.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time today, Intisar. Really appreciate it.
You too. Take care.
All right, bye.
Bye.